Thanks, Peter, for joining me today.
No worries.
At Maximus, we're privileged to work with great leaders every day, and I know you've had an international career, spanning sales, strategy, customer engagement, and today we just want to explore a bit about your past, your history, and the things you're focusing on at the moment.
Yeah, sure. That'd be good.
So with regards to your history as a leader, can you tell us a bit about your past and the things that you're focused on at the moment?
Yeah, so I've had a pretty diverse background in terms of my journey through corporate life. So I started off in telco land, and that was a great learning, just understanding how corporates work in general, just the basic foundations. And then I had this kind of conscious of crisis about, do I want to work in a big corporate? And then I went, let's go and work in a startup. So I started working with a number of startups, and you just get complete opposite ends of kind of the spectrum in that. I really learnt the element of risk taking. People would just have it all on the line in that space, and it's some great ideas and some really interesting and fascinating people that remortgage homes, just put everything on the line to take some big risks and just in really interesting spaces. So that was really unique. And you're right, and I went overseas. Got the fortunate experience to work in India, of all places, and that was a whirlwind invasion of the senses at all levels. But it was at the same time, I think that the diversity of thought was just huge there, right? There's just a real sense of entrepreneurism over there. And yeah, that really taught me probably the diversity of thinking that goes along, particularly in being a leader. Over there, there's so many different cultures within India itself that you're dealing with very different types of people and different perspectives, let alone different cultures, obviously, as well. So I think that diversity of thinking and how that can make the end product better in the end, which is good. So that was fantastic. Then I went back to school. Thought I might do a little bit more learning. Had all these ideas about potentially going into management consulting. But in the end, I was really struck with J&J's, had an IRDP, which is really a post-MBA program. And I was really just struck immediately with the culture of this place. And that oozed out of Gavin Fox-Smith, who actually presented at the MBA school. And it was just, really, really brilliant in terms of just this sense of belonging and togetherness that J&J has. And also in the development side. So I found myself back in a large corporate again, and I've been loving it.
So J&J Medical Devices is known in the market for some progressive things in customer engagement. Can you talk to me a bit about what you've been focusing on in the business?
Yeah, sure. It's a crazy world at the moment. I mean, what the government's doing in the healthcare space. You've got the economic pressures going on. You've got the rise of healthcare costs, people are getting older, all those types of things. So it's a real interesting time in the healthcare space. So look, we're really focusing on at J&J, it's all about the quality of our service and how do we do a lot of things for our customers beyond then just providing them product at the end of the day. So how do we communicate that in a more effective manner in what we do beyond product to our customers today, and what solutions can we offer? So we really have that trusted partnership relationship with our customers. So it's a key area we're working on today.
You and I have spent some time together over the last 6 months with you sponsoring the Talent Excellence Program. Yep. So I'm just keen to understand what's your view on great leadership?
Yeah, no, it's a real interesting one. So, you got all these adjectives that you could describe leadership with. You need, wisdom, empathy with people, EQ, IQ, all those types of adjectives. I see leadership, though, as very much a doing word. You need to, as a leader, you need to do something. There's got to be some sort of action involved. And I'd probably go to say that it needs to be action involved in uncharted waters. It needs to go somewhere. You need to where it is unique. And then I think the art of whether you're a good leader is whether you turn around and people are following you or you're out on their own. So essentially that's what I see kind of leadership is. It's really placing a stake in the ground and saying, look, we're going in this direction, and being very clear around communication. I'm pretty passionate about communication and being able to effectively make sure that everyone understands where we're going, where we're heading, and despite it being uncharted territories, everyone's very comfortable in going in that direction.
And have you thought about what sort of legacy you want to leave as a leader?
Certainly, as I would say, in terms of my role and what I'd like to do, and a kind of legacy, is to be able to say I've led a team into uncharted waters. Now, whether it comes off or not is another thing. But I think we've got to make some bold moves, and we can be a conservative bunch of people at times. And you gather all the facts, you gather the insights, you get a diverse range of insights, and then you got to make a call, and you got to move forward. So I think rather the legacy I'd like to leave is really I've certainly made a difference in an area which is no one's kind of gone before, so to speak.
So for the Talent Excellence program, what was the business objectives when you created this program?
Yeah, J&J have often invested at the managerial level, into people who are leaders. We saw an opportunity really to begin to invest in those emerging leaders coming through the organisation. And is there a way that we could accelerate their learning journey, accelerate that talent through the organisation? And what types of tools would they need stepping into those roles to make them a much more effective leader, authentic leader in those roles, and hence why TEP was created.
And from the guys and the girls that attended the program, the participants, what do you think they got out of it?
The biggest word they got out of the program is confidence. Just seeing some of these people when they entered 12 weeks ago and then when they came out the other end is just that, the confidence, the way they stood, the way they sat, the way they spoke, which is a great element of this course. I think, yes, it teaches you it can teach you some technical tools along the way, but they're learning as much about themselves and almost feeling, hey, I'm okay to be me, and that's okay, and I can be that authentic leader in my style, and I don't have to change personalities to be a leader within Johnson & Johnson Medical. I can be that authentic leader, and I think just they have this aha moment, this realisation going through this course that I actually can be who I am, and that was just powerful. Yeah.
Peter, a significant part of the Talent Excellence program is about authentic leadership. Can you give me, in your own words, what you think that makes up the elements of authentic leadership?
Yeah, I got some good advice when I went into a leadership role earlier in my career, and as I walked out the door, my boss said, "Look, don't have a personality transplant when you go into this role," and I went away and I'm like, haha, yeah, that's good. But I went away and go, you know what? I was probably at risk at doing that, about pretending to be someone that I'd seen, be a leader before and trying to kind of push into that. But yeah, I think reflecting on that, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna speak the way I speak. You've got very different leadership styles, right? You've got charismatic leaders, you've got quieter leaders. Both have great traits, but at the end of the day, you've got to be you. And you've got to be bold, but you've got to be you.
Part of the experience, the participants work on real business projects that you allocate them in cross-functional teams. Can you talk to me about the outcomes and benefits of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So often we sit around a table and as a leadership and executive group trying to work out these conundrums, and we thought, hey, why are we only working on it? Let's give it to these groups. And we've just been so impressed. Just the different thinking. A lot of these people are with customers every single day, out in the field, within hospitals, partnering with surgeons to make better patient outcomes. So to have that thought come into some of these problems has just been really rich, and the solutions that have come out of that, being presented back to the executive group, has been brilliant. And we've gone away as a group, prioritised them, determined which ones we're going to move forward with. But just been an excellent way of getting some great insights and new insights into some of the key issues and solutions, opportunities we're facing as an organisation.
The partnership with Maximus, what value do you think Maximus added to the program?
Significant value. No, and I genuinely believe that. J&J is very good at as much, and it's probably our tenure that a number of our leaders have been within this organisation, that there's a sense of everyone has a little bit of groupthink at times going on. And I think to have a partner like Maximus come in, understand the program, clearly understand our objectives and what we're trying to do, but also come with a wealth of external knowledge, thoughts, thinking, ideas, from an array of Maximus experience working with other industry bodies, etc. Just that amount of wealth bringing into that program is significant.
Peter, it's been great working with you for the past couple of months as a sponsor of Talent Excellence Program, and just want to thank you for your insights today.
No worries, I've enjoyed every part of it, truly mean it.